So today we're going to look at how we can be able to create our base HTML form, right? So in the last previous class, we set up our blueprint. So now what we do today is to create our base HTML form, and then every other forms here we inherit from the base form. So remember that we have the global template file outside each of these modules here, right? So each of these modules here you see here have their own template file. So we have a global template file here, and this is where I will put my base form here. So I will index.html, right? So the base form, or we can call it the master form, this is a form that will have the header and the footer and the navigation bar, right? So every other forms we inherit from this form, right? So I will show you guys how to do it in Flask framework. So what I'll be using here, I'll be using a Bootstrap, right? So to make my work easy, so I'll just go to their website, uh, call it Bootstrap 5. So I will open this. Okay. So what I'll do is just to copy this template here and then paste it here. Okay, so I'm done with this. So the next thing we do is to start to modify this. This is what we want to do. So this is the header, right? So this is the required meta tags. Like this is the Bootstrap CSS file, right? So we need to use the ginger block title. I will explain this. And block. Okay. We have another one. We have the block head. We also have the end block. Okay, now this I made this title dynamic so that if for instance if I click on this master page, if I click on faculty, right? So what will show in this title page will be faculty. If I click on department and URL, what will show here will be department. So this doesn't change, but dynamically we will be assigning their names, the module names here as a title. So this is it. I will remove this, right? I'll remove this. So the next thing I'll need to do here is to put the navbar, which is our header. So I'll go back to the Bootstrap here. I'll type navbar. So what we want to achieve something like this. You can see this header, you can see this navbar here. So something like this we want to achieve on house. So I will go down. So this is the navbar I need. So I'll copy it and then remove this and this. So leave only this ones. So I'll go back there and then put it on top of it under the body. Can see how I did it. So the search, I don't need it. This is the search, right? I don't need it, so I'll remove this. So this is the server, I don't need this one. Okay. Then this drop down, this one, I don't need this one, right? Okay. I need the home. I need faculty. I need department. So copy this again. This will be for program. Then this will be for level. Then this will be for students. Okay, you can see this is navbar. The navbar have the navigation, which are the faculty, department, program, level, and student, right? So let me change this one here. Let me change it to let me say management MGT system SIS. Okay, so I'm done with the header. You can see the header have the navigate. This is a navigation bar. So the header has a URL link to the faculty, department, program, level, and this. So this is I've not actually put the link here yet because I've not tried the function to navigate to this link. So we'll do that later, right? So I'm done with this, right? So the next thing I have to do, we have what we call Flask form. So I'll write the Flask and flash message in Flask. So now I'll put the flash message, right, uh, here on the base class, because every other class here, like the students level, department, faculty, are inheriting from this, right? So I'll put it here, right? So we'll see how it works. So that's okay. Input in a container, b class, in a container, b class container. So I have, let me write this how I write it. So with messages, so equal to, there's a function in Flask is get flashed messages, right, with categories equal to true. Okay, so I'll end my wait. Now I'll use an if statement. So if messages, right, I'll end my if. Okay, then I'll use a for loop now. So for category message in messages. Okay, I'll end my for loop and for. Then I have my div class equals to alerts, alerts this category here. Okay, category alerts dismissible, dismissible, save, show. So the role is equal to alert. Yeah. Okay. So let me make it strong. Strong means I want to make my message to be bold. Okay. Alright. Okay. Then I need to add a button so that I can be able to click it when. So this button will enable me to close the message bar. So type button. So I have my class, which is close. That's it. Dismiss, which is alert. Label close. So I have my span, which is we show the time sign. So let me just put the class here. Then in the class, okay. Here we are. Hidden. It's true. Okay, I'm done with my Flask message, right? So this is my Flask is inside the container. So I will now create it's inside the container here. So I will create another container. I will create another container that will holds the that will host this module. Like for instance, when I click on faculty here, right? So the faculty HTML will come out here inside this body here. So that's what I want to do. So for me to achieve that, I have to call block content, and then end block. Okay. So the next thing I have to do, I have to include my footer. Okay, this is my footer. Be quick with this. Let me just load a class. So let me put it in BG likes text center. Say text set to be large. Start 75. Okay. So let me leave this photo like this. Later I will do that, right? Because of time. So the next thing I want to do here is I'll go to my faculty folder, right? So I'll start with list faculty.html. So this list faculty.html will be in charge of showing all the faculty records, right? So what I will do here, instead of me writing another HTML file, so this is a child file. This will be the child which is inheriting from this index.html. So how do we do that? So we do extends index.html. So I've already extended everything there. So automatically, once I click it, it comes out in that body content, right? Which I showed you guys. So I have what I call the block title here, which I'll call this faculty list. So when I click this, the title will change and the browser bar top menu. So we have the end block. Right. So let me just copy this. So I will have my block content end block. So this is where the faculty table will comes into play. So let's just put into practice. Maybe in next class we'll do the form, right? So I don't want this video to be long. So let me call this faculty so that we know that we're in faculty. Okay, so we are done with this. The next thing I have to do, go to the root file. So this root file is used to this root.py is used to define the functional requirements of this faculty module. So let's import our blueprint. Import app.faculty from app.faculty. Import faculty blueprint. Right? Okay. Then from Flask, import render template. And this render template will aid us to navigate to the URL. So I have my faculty blueprint root. Now I want this faculty to be the first to run when my application runs. So that's why I'm using a slash. Maybe later I'll change it, right? So I just want to find out if this works. So I'll call it faculty. Let's call it faculty list. So I'm returning render template to have my list faculty HTML. Okay, now I'm done. So I'll go to my index.html file where it is here. I'll go to this. So I have to pass in the navigation here so that when I click faculty, it takes me to that place. So to do that, I have to use this URL4. We have URL4, we have the faculty dot. The function name is faculty list. Right. So I can use this for this, or I can use this. Okay. Now I'm done. So the next thing I have to do, I have to register that blueprint in my init.py. Right. So from app.faculty, right, import faculty BP, right. So app. Let's register blueprint faculty PP. So I'm done. So let's run this one first. So let's how we do for the rest. So let's run this one. So to run it is pi app.py. Okay, it's run. So I'll go to my browser. So let's test it. I'll go to my browser now and type my stuff. Okay, see that it works. So if I click this, it see it works, right? It's showing this faculty, right? You can see it works. So we'll do the next class we'll do for department, we'll do for level and this and see how it navigates to each of them. You can see that this is now appearing in the body of this. It's inheriting this base class, which the base class have its header, or our footer is not here. So we'll do that in the next class. So I hope you understand this. If you have any question, feel free to ask me. Thank you and God bless.